So we've reviewed entering tasks and creating subtasks. Now we're going to learn a few time-saving techniques to manipulate your tasks. We're going to learn about inserting a task, copying a task, and moving tasks around. If you open up Project Tasks A in your exercise file, you'll see that we have the complete list of the tasks that we've been put so far. Now, in reviewing these tasks, I realized that I forgot to add an important one, creating my mission statement right up here at the beginning of my project scope. So I want to be able to insert a task right in the middle of my task list. How do I go about doing that? So I want to insert my new task right here, right below my identifying target audience. So I select the row where I would like to insert my task, and I make sure I select the whole row. Then I right-click, and I select New Task from my drop-down menu. That inserts a new row right where I'd like to put in my new task. I simply then type in the Create Mission Statement as my new task assignment, and I click. And it inserts it as a subtask because it's underneath a summary task. When you insert a task in a subtask row, it assumes that you want it to be part of the subtasks that you're working with. So if you need to make an adjustment, you'll just use the techniques we learned in the previous movie by using your indent and outdent smart icon tools. In this case, this is exactly how I want it to be, and I now can complete my inserting of my task. Next thing I want to show you is how to copy some tasks. Now this is very, very easy as well. Let's scroll down to the bottom of our task list because we're just going to learn the technique of copying. We're not going to actually leave them in our task list. But if I wanted to copy the information that's included here under my beta site, I would just select the task that I'm interested in copying. Again, I right-click, select Copy Cells, bring it down to the area that I want to work with, right-click, and paste. And it pulls all the information into where I'm bringing it. Now you'll notice that it popped over all of the different rows that were here. So the one thing you need to be aware of when you're copying tasks is that it will overwrite the information that is included in the rows that you're working with. So you want to make sure you insert blank rows before you do any kind of copying. Let's go back up to our toolbar and undo our paste by using our undo smart icon. And the final thing we're going to look at is moving our tasks. I'd like to move this beta site task list, and it's a summary task, so I want to take that and all of the steps that are below it, and I want to move it down to the bottom of my list. An easy way to do that is to make sure I select the whole task by going to the row, clicking once and selecting the whole task, right-clicking and saying Cut Task. It's going to remind me that this is a summary, and deleting it will delete all of its subtasks as well, so it gets rid of everything. I'm going to say yes, I do want to continue. Notice that it removed it from that area. I now go to the row by selecting the whole row where I would like it to be inserted. I right-click and paste, and my summary task and all of the steps below it are now in the new spot. So that's how easy it is to move information from one area to the next. Always remember that it will overwrite the existing information in the rows that you're working with, so ensure that you don't run into any problems by inserting a row, the correct number of rows where you want to do the copying or moving to. An easy trick to remember on how to insert rows is to select the row where you're at on your keyboard, hit your insert key as many times as you'd like, and that's an easy way to get some extra rows into your worksheet. Now that we've seen how to manipulate the tasks that we're working with, we're ready to go in and add some dates and some timing to our tasks, which is what we're going to see in our next movie.